Hey guys, it's been a while since I've made a video, but today I had a good reason to make one. To tell you what we're doing, we are headed to an area we've never cycled before on the channel, and actually I haven't even cycled there on my own. We're going to the western edge of Carmel, starting out from here, kind of in the middle. A company called Bicycle Garage Indy, which I think they have 3 stores more towards Indy. They just bought, I think, 2 more stores. They took over 2 like bike shops, I think further up this way, and one of them is on the western edge of Carmel. So, sorry, I'm just trying to follow the directions on my GPS here. So now they're a dealer that can handle Urban Arrow, Gazelle, Turn, maybe a few other companies. But I had to order an Urban Arrow accessory from them, and I'll tell you about it later. And it's in, so we're gonna go pick it up. From where we started the video, it's about 12 kilometers one way. And I think the video is just gonna take place one way. We're not gonna record coming back. But yeah, so it says we got 11 kilometers left to go. My clock, it's currently 12:53 in the afternoon on a Saturday. And it says we'll be there at 13:30. So, just about 35 to 40 minutes of cycling. And we're gonna find out how good the infrastructure enables us to get there. Or how bad. Right now we're on the Monon Trail. We'll chat off and on the way there, but doesn't mean we can't just have some ride in silence time. And I think I'm going to edit the video to just be all real time. So from the time we started till the time we get there, no cuts. That way it'll allow people to just take in the scenery and the route and see what the entire thing's like. Should have a bit of increased traffic today. Oh, whoops. I needed to go up there and exit. It's okay, we can get up there on the other side. That's all right. My Bosch GPS isn't so great at directions. We'll just, we'll circle back to use a little bit of corporate lingo. If you keep hearing I don't know if this microphone's picking up the beep, but the Bosch beeps at me when it's time to turn. Alrighty. I think we need to be on the other side of the road, but we can cross up here at the next roundabout. So you might be wondering, well, what are we going to pick up? We are going to pick up the Urban Arrow baby seat adapter. And yes, that means what you think it means. We have a girl arriving next February. And so far, the only things we've bought are transportation related. So some Urban Arrow accessories, stroller, and the car seat, which also works on airplanes, on the Urban Arrow, on the stroller itself, all that stuff. So we got our basic modes of movement covered. We'll worry about the other stuff later. All right. Just doing some roundabout crossings here. Ho, ho, ho. Don't like these double lane roundabouts in Carmel. They're dangerous. Now this baby seat adapter for the Urban Arrow is ridiculously expensive in my opinion, because it's just, I don't know, it's a couple of pieces of aluminum with some springs and nuts and bolts. Goes on each side. Jeez Louise. That's all it is. And they want $300 for it. As soon as anything Urban Arrow crosses the Atlantic, the price pretty much doubles. At minimum, it seems like. Another accessory we're acquiring and needing is the Urban Arrow sun cover. You know, protect the baby from UV rays and stuff like that. You can buy them brand new from bike shops in Germany for like around 200 euros. But once they cross the Atlantic, that same Urban Arrow sun cover is $400 plus. And all it is a couple aluminum poles and some fabric. That's it. I mean, I just think it's price gouging. I think it's Urban Arrow taking advantage of consumers, squeezing them. It kind of pisses me off. But this isn't meant to be one of the ranty videos. And I need to slow down a little bit. Hey squirrels, go that way. Get away from this dangerous road. I need to slow down a bit because I'm sitting here pedaling like I'm in a massive hurry. And that's just gonna wear me out. Maybe it's because I'm right next to this road that's not very fun to be next to. And that's causing me some stress. Okay, it looks like we're gonna cross this road at this beautiful looking catering to cars crossing. What a headache this is. And you get this tiny little refuge right here that can't even fit a bicycle in it. Carmel, you need to do better. Maybe the mayor needs to get on a bike and ride a few places and see how it feels. And then she'll empathize a little bit more with the type of design we're approving and funding. I'm not being critical of her, I'm just saying that's the best way to really understand the decisions you make as a leader of a city, by putting yourself in the situation that you're making decisions about. I think this is new. I don't think this existed. It's kind of bumpy. Maybe it's not new. There's bumps and cracks. It's either really poor workmanship or it's old, I don't know. At least it exists. We've got 8.3 kilometers left to go. We're making pretty good time. We just have to get to something called, I think, 106th Street. And then that's where we're just gonna go straight west all the way. That's the bulk of the ride. Okay, this looks like a new roundabout. Look at this. And a street that will eventually lead to something, I guess. That sun's a little harsh today. When I left, it said it was 21 degrees outside. But once you get in the sun, you start to warm up a bit. Okay, we gotta cross here. There's that nice little Fiat. Give him a thumbs up. I like people in small cars. I would like one of the, I don't want to have to buy a car anytime soon. We have a 15-year-old paid off car, and that's the best type of car is a paid for car. But when the day comes that we have to get another one, and hopefully that's many years down the road, those little Fiats are very appealing to me. I just like how small they are. Smaller cars come with smaller price tags, smaller maintenance, smaller insurance. And we don't drive much. I'd say if you averaged out a year, we probably drive once a week. And on the days that we do, you know, it might be multiple times in a day. So our cars get really nice treatment. Get to just hang out in our nice clean garage. You know, keep up on the occasional maintenance. And yeah, rarely have to go to, what are they called? Gas station? Okay, we gotta cross again. The Bosch map system, you go right ahead, stays pretty updated, and it knows the network pretty well. The trail network, you know what I mean? Not just the road and street. Once we get on 106th and start to go, need some maintenance here, start to go west, basically the adjacent neighborhoods, you know, on the left and right of the trail. West Carmel is where, you know, the more, I was gonna say affluent, but I guess just the higher earners of the city live. And unfortunately, they're the ones that give the city a reputation because everybody says, oh, Carmel's just full of rich people, and that's just not the truth. But most of them live out west here, and there's multi-use paths everywhere. I think I recall Mayor Brainerd saying to me that, you know, when they were putting in multi-use paths, they got a lot of pushback from those folks, and it didn't help that they had lawyer money. But the mayor was just like, shut up, and built the paths, and nothing bad happened. So thank you, Mayor Brainerd, for getting that in place and expanding our network. Because without that, I would have had to have driven a car for this simple errand. Okay, so it's telling me to cross the road, and then there'll be is this 106th? Not completely sure. I don't think so. How they put the road signs around here, they're always hard to read with these roundabouts. So I don't know. I think we're on 106th. place. Now we're just heading this way. And we're 6.3 kilometers from the bike shop. It's actually going a lot quicker than I anticipated. That's great. Oh, another thing I want to tell people about, which this won't matter to everyone, but I know that I have a handful of locals that watch the videos. We now have a Strong Towns group in Carmel. Indianapolis has one too. So I can't, recall everybody's website and all that stuff, but just go to Google. If you're around Indy, Google, Strong Towns Indianapolis, join that group. If you're around Carmel or Westfield or whatever, Google Strong Towns Carmel, join. I think each one has basic websites. Here's a Richie place. And, a couple social media places. I know Strong Towns Carmel, they have a Blue Sky. I think they have an Instagram. I don't know if they have X or Facebook. I don't know. I'm not on anything except for Blue Sky, so go check them out. And if your local region, if you live in a city, a reasonably sized town, and you're interested in starting your own Strong Towns group, and you don't know how, I'm sure you can always reach out to somebody running any Strong Towns group anywhere and just say, hey, I'm interested and want to know how you get one of these started. I'm sure they'd be happy to help you. I don't know. I am part of the Strong Towns Carmel group, but all that means is I show up for meetings and share ideas. I don't have my gate code. So just think, all these neighborhoods are gated off and stuff, but they're purely residential. I would have no reason to go there, but in most places an area like this wouldn't even have this path, right? So it's really great to have this infrastructure in place. Look at how enabling it is. A lot of places just would have painted a deadly bike lane out here, and one of these people scrolling their Facebook feed while driving their SUV would likely start claiming lives over the years if we didn't have this infrastructure here separating us. So, love it. Remember when I was younger, I used to see these big houses like this, fancy things. These things are probably a few million each, upwards. I used to think, of course, a kid's like, oh, hell yeah, that'd be awesome. As an adult, I'm just not that interested. Even if I had the money, so that it wasn't a decision of finances. She's scrolling her phone. So that it wasn't an issue of finances. I still don't think I'd be that interested. I like things that are right-sized, that I can organize and feel like I have control over, rather than my stuff or my estate or whatever being so large that it has control over me. But I guess some people, when they get immense wealth, they just want immense everything, and whatever. Good for you, I guess. We are 4.3 kilometers away from the bike shop. It's a pretty beautiful day. Whenever we get moving, the wind and the breeze is enough to kind of bring just a slight, very slight chill to the air, enough to help keep you cooled down. Sun's out. Beautiful. And I'm running in turbo. That's fine. I don't need to wear myself out here. Don't be afraid to use the turbo setting. It's not about speed. It's just about how much help you're getting. And sometimes, oh, lady waved at me. So nice. Sometimes that extra bit of help just makes your ride that much more enjoyable. These paths are good, but there's a lot of breaks in them, and like where they cut them open and did some work underground and then just patched them up poorly, and you just hit them unexpectedly. My camera's flashing red at me. I don't know what that means. Kind of worries me. Let me stop and check the screen and make sure we're still recording here, or if the camera's overheating. I don't know. I guess it's just supposed to flash. Ugh. When you stop, it gets kind of warm. Ugh. Now I kind of wish I had shorts on. Oh well. 3.3 kilometers from the bike shop. So maybe someday when my daughter watches this video, which may be never, I hope she appreciates the fact that I went and got all this fun stuff to cart her around in the Urban Arrow, because I'm having fun doing it. I never expected this to happen to me. Let me say that. Did never think I'd be a parent to a human being. I've just been a cat dad my whole life and love that, but this is what's happening, and I was surprised to find that I got pretty darn excited after I found out it was going to be a girl. I don't know. I just don't have the energy in me to keep up with boys, I think. I was one, and I know how draining that is. But it'd be nice to haul a little girl around, go places together. And I just don't think I would be, well, that's not the right way to phrase it. I was going to say I don't think I would be as excited. That's not what I mean. I think I have a bunch of added excitement because I know I'll be able to emulate the part of the Dutch cycling culture and life that I was never going to be able to do, you know, like cycling with a child. Now I'll be able to do that with this beautiful cargo bike, and I'm excited for that. Excited for her about that as well. I just can't help but think that I would have enjoyed it as a kid. And you know, you watch media from the Netherlands and heck, even North America, and kids love cargo bikes, love riding in them. They love to sit in there, have their world right out in front of them, rather than being shoved in the back seat of an SUV, looking at their parents' headrest, or scrolling on their phones and wasting their lives away on a screen. This screen is better, in my opinion. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited for her about that. Is this path gonna disappear? I don't think so. I do know that we will have to cross to that side to get to the bike shop. Don't love this road. It's kind of busy. But we'll get it. We'll get her done. Really lucky to live in Carmel and have this infrastructure. Carmel gets a lot of hate from people who don't live here, who just don't understand and make assumptions about the city that are just largely based in ignorance. But being here is really nice. Our downtown and our core and everything is where all the action is. It's where they're really building up, making it beautiful, spaces for people. So they start in the core and they, redefine themselves from the core going outward rather than just sterilized sprawl as far as the eye can see. I mean, we're out here, on the edge. It doesn't look bad. It could definitely be worse. At least that's not a strode. All right. Can't see around that roundabout landscaping. I just keep wondering whenever the multi-use path is going to make me jog to the other side. Okay, there is no path over there, so I don't have to wonder about it. When we get there, I might take the camera off and bring you guys in the bike shop while I buy the Urban Arrow adapter. We'll see. We're almost there, 1 kilometer. This went a lot quicker than I thought, and actually a lot better than I thought it would. This has been pretty pleasant. Pretty darn pleasant. Other than I would like to have it like a degree or 2 cooler. That would be nice. I mean, we are way out here, and we still got this infrastructure, this path. It's great. It doesn't take a lot to enable people movement outside of a car. It doesn't take grand infrastructure revisions, millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. You can do it just like this. In a lot of city suburbs, they have so much space. You can do stuff like this really easily. Just takes a slight bit of political fortitude and will. Knowing that this is the right thing to do, especially when you get pushback, because you will get pushback from people who just don't use it and they don't think it should exist, right? You just got to tell them to shut up. They've got roads, streets, parking everywhere. They got theirs. Shut their mouth and let's build. How the heck do we cross this ugly road? Oh man. I think I would. So here's a problem. Crossing this, there's no good way other than what I just did The bike shop's up here. Okay. Oh, I smell black asphalt. Stinks. So there it is. They still have an old sign called Gray Goat, but now they are Bicycle Garage Indy. Is there? There is not. I have to jump a curb. And my pedal hit on the curb. Dude, they don't even have bike parking here. I'm gonna have to get on them about that. No bike parking at a bike shop. Come on, y'all. Ooh. All right.
Well, that's pretty cool. What do you put in there?
Sorry?
What do you put in there?
Well, what do you put in your car? That's my easiest answer.
Okay. Are you a surveyor? Is that a camera?
That's a camera. I'm just making a video and publish it so other people see how to ride around Carmel.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
It is.
Enjoy.
Thank you. All right.
It has weed smell.
I think it's somebody with a leaf blower. There's landscapers over there.
I need to adjust that.
They do. We all hate the smell of two-cycle. All right, let's see here. How can I take you inside? Undo the power. Undo this. Put the cold shoe on here. Yeah, we'll take you inside. How about that? All right. This is a cyclist shop. Yuck.
Too big to fit in there.
Okay.
That's for sure. Sweet camera, dude.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm making a ride video right now. I live in the central part of Carmel, so
Yeah.
just showing other people that you can get places without a car, you know?
Yeah, you can get a lot of places without a car.
Yeah, that's
For sure.
why we live here now. All right. Cycling for sport. I don't think so, buddy. Not me.
Yeah. All of the tires. All of the air.
All right. Where are my sunglasses? There they are. You know what? We'll just record going back. How about that? I don't think anybody's going to complain about that, are you? I just got to put everything back in place. For those of you that don't like long videos, you can tune out. And for those of you that do, I just undid the... Okay, we back? All right. I just unplugged the audio, so hopefully I didn't screw everything up there. All right. I think we got audio, video, all good. We got power. All right. I got my phone. We got the Urban Arrow adapter. It's just in this box. Just the Urban Arrow baby seat adapter. It's just a couple pieces of, I think, aluminum. An Urban Arrow gets me for $320 some odd. All right, we're gonna put it back in sport. Oh man. Put it back in sport. Yeah, so no bike parking, but that makes sense at a shop that's still largely designed for Sport. All right. So if anybody from BGI Indy and management ever watches this, you guys need to make this a bikes for transportation shop too. Oh boy, we gotta cross that street again. Get this other receipt in my pocket. Okay, crap. I'm gonna cross this road. Dangerous road. This guy doesn't know what turn signals are. Loser. Okay. Well, if you've watched this far, you've pretty much seen it. You're allowed to go watch something else. But if you got nothing better to do, or you just want some background noise, well, we'll ride back to Central Carmel now. You know, actually I changed my mind. We're gonna end the video because the longer it goes, the bigger file sizes I have, the more I have to edit. I don't want to do that. So thanks for coming along. I hope you saw how we got there, how easy it was, and now if you want to move to Carmel and live like me and many other people, you can. We'll stop here in the shade and tear everything down. So thanks for coming along. It'll be a while till I make another video because I don't make them like regular YouTubers. But if you stick around, stay subscribed to the channel, well, that'd be great. I'll try to get something popped up again in the future. Yeah, so, all right. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Stop.